This offseason, James Harden will have the biggest decision of his entire career. Does he go back to the rebuilding, not so good Houston Rockets, or does he go to the Philadelphia 76ers in hopes of finally winning a championship? Now, James Harden, he has always been known as one of those superstar players that always come up short, such as CP3 and Damian Lillard. He came up very short against the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, in which that was a very horribly officiated game. He then went on to the Nets to join a super team, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden on the same team. But unfortunately, game 1 of the 2021 East semifinals, he went down with that horrible hamstring injury. We obviously know that Kevin Durant shot in which his foot was on the line. He was that close to winning a championship in 2021. Fast forward to this past year, he played pretty well in this Celtics series. He had multiple 40-point games. He had multiple game winners. In that series, I really thought the Philadelphia 76ers were going to win a championship. Their entire team was clicking on all cylinders before that Game 7 game. And then that Game 7 game, he looked like a shell of himself. Him and Joel Embiid looked like they were afraid to play the game of basketball. And that has kind of been a common pattern for James Harden, as in the 2022 Eastern semifinals versus the Miami Heat, Game 6 win or go home, James Harden only had a whopping 11 points. But let me stop roasting this dude and kind of shine some light on this past NBA season. James Harden probably had one of the best playmaking seasons of his entire career. He averaged a double-double in 21 points per game, 44% from the field, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. And James Harden to Joel Embiid was the top assisted duo in the NBA this past season with a whopping 244. And I think that this past season showed that the Joel Embiid and James Harden duo, if done properly, has the potential to be one of the best duos of all time. That pick and roll that they did in the regular season and sometime in the playoffs at times was unguardable. And it also really does help that James Harden is playing right next by Joel Embiid, the recent MVP of this league. And if James Harden does not leave, they're going to be coached by Nick Nurse. Now, let's say that James Harden resigns with the Houston Rockets. That would probably be the end of his entire career. He is 33 years old, and him resigning with the Houston Rockets signals to me and many other people that he's probably going to be retiring with that team. And just looking at the potential star power on that team, it is not a lot currently. Only Jalen Green and some others, and ultimately that's just not going to be enough. Now, moving on to the Philadelphia 76ers, by far they have some of the best talent in this entire league, and every single year they are a pretty damn good team. And a common pattern with some of the teams that recently won the championship, like the Bucks and the Nuggets, is that consistently every year they're good, and they kind of do not really trade some of their major pieces. And if James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers want to win a championship, then he has to resign with this team. He must not let Joel Embiid leave, and Tyrese Maxey needs to stay. And now, with these 3 star players being coached by Nick Nurse, who in 2019 was on a team that won the NBA championship, the potential to win a championship for James Harden is very, very high. And if he goes to the Houston Rockets, all of that is just gone to waste. James Harden, who is a MVP, a 10-time All-Star, and one of the best scoring guards of all time, will not win a championship ever if he does not re-sign with the Philadelphia 76ers. With that being said, do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Subscribe for a cookie. I will be giving you that. It's your boy Josh the Arch, and I'm out.